I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break my glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Go!
To last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to MK Headlines episode number 51. I can't believe it's been 51. It's going back so many weeks. But I'm here with my co-host Further AM. Next shift Randy will be back sooner rather than later. And our special guest is Philly Sports Rap for the Hardcore Sports Network. And we're also live on his channel as well. So please go over there, and do that to Further channel as well. So how are you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm ready for the left and up. But other than that, I'm good. We're coming on with a big win. Sixers beat the Suns.
Let's go.
That means Doc Rivers is still our head coach. Either way, if you win, it's bad for Doc Rivers. If you lose, it's good because of Doc Rivers. So it's like you take good with the bad. So let's just get right into it, guys. So, Philly Sports Rap, thank you for coming on the show, bro. So where can they find you on social media?
So on social media, well, first and foremost, thank you, man. I love being up here with y'all guys, man. It's fun. It's just amazing, especially when we all get together. But
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram, Philly Sports Rap, Sports with the Z. I'm on Twitter, Philly Sports Rap, YouTube, Philly Sports Rap, Facebook, Philly Sports Rap. Keep it simple, you know what I mean? Keep it simple. Simple, stupid, they always said. So I'm on
And the links in the description, right?
Yeah.
Then the links in the description. Also on Twitch as well, too. So.
Yeah. I think we're all on Twitch nowadays. So it's just great.
Yeah, I know, man.
That's what's up.
So, yeah, before we get into it further, is there anything you have to say before we go into our first topic?
No, man. I just looking forward to getting to the Commanders this coming week.
All right, and I promise I won't play that video as much. I promise. Randy, I will not play it. You're good. You're good.
I have something to say. It's football unrelated, but shout out to Tone, shout out to Further, shout out to Mitch. What's up, guys?
What up, man?
What's up, bro?
Whoever made the fucking NBA schedule, you can come over to Canada. I will pay for your fucking ticket, and you can eat my ass. Because why the fuck do the Toronto Raptors have eight? That's tied for the most back-to-back games against fucking teams on a home and home. The Raptors have already played 3 where they've had to go have a team come play in their barn, and then the very next night they have to go and play in the other team's barn. Yeah. We all know either that you're going to win the one game or you're going to lose the other one because it's the travel's what kills the players. The inconsistency of it being in one spot. Do it fucking right or don't do it at all. Anyways, let's get back to football.
And there's actually no basketball games tonight. Everyone played last night, so there's no games tonight.
They did it because of the voting.
Right, that too. That too. And so let's just get right into it, guys. The Colts have fired Frank Wright. Do you see the Eagles having him join again? So, Sports Wrap, I'm going to start with you.
Man, I actually wouldn't mind it. I don't know if it would change the offense any or what, because I mean, I could definitely see him on the offside side of the ball, but I wonder if the game planning becomes a little sharper. I mean, because like when he was our offensive coordinator, the game plan he had it's different quarterbacks, but what he had with Wentz and what he did with Foles was just amazing. And then next year when we had lost him, I thought that was the biggest loss out of anything that the Eagles had, which is why they struggled. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be great. I don't know if it's going to happen though. Somebody else might get him as a coach, head coach.
Yeah. Randy, what about you?
I don't know if it's going to happen though.
Randy, what about you?
I want to say, like, obviously we go based on what we've seen, right? And what we've seen is when he was with the Eagles, he could coach a quarterback, scheme a quarterback to suit his talents and proceed for him to be a better quarterback. I'm going to say no because that was under the Doug Peterson regime. And now with Nick Sirianni bringing all his own guys in, he's not going to want somebody probably from an outsider's perspective in a sense, even though he's won a Super Bowl with his team. He's going to say, no, this is my handprint. This is my team. These are the guys I handpicked. So I'm going to say no, but I want him, but I'm going to say no.
All right. Further.
I'm going to say no too. That was Doug Peterson error. And since if we still had Doug Peterson, I could see maybe trying to get him, but we went a different route and we got Nick Sirianni, and what's working with Steichen right now is just fine. So I'm going to have to pass on Frank Wright.
Yeah, I think he's not going to rejoin. I think he's going to go to Jacksonville and pair up with Doug Peterson again. That's where I see him going.
It's a good call. It's a good call.
Yeah,
probably Trevor Lawrence out.
Yeah.
And Trevor Lawrence, I've been saying this for God knows how many years. He's overrated. I'm getting tired of saying that over and over and over. Like I said it, before he even got drafted, I said it. So just like it is what it is. Yo, what up, Jeff? Jeff in the zone. What is good, bro? Thank you for popping in. Thank you for coming in, man.
Yeah. Jeff, a normal guy.
Yes, sir. We got So here's a bit of good news. The Eagles got the 6th overall pick from the New Orleans Saints. So if you guys were the Eagles, what would you do with that pick? So further,
Will Anderson.
Okay, Randy, go.
Will Anderson.
Will
We need
Anderson,
an edge
right?
rusher. We need a guy that can come off the edge, very explosive. And who better to replace Derek Barnett than Will Anderson out of Alabama?
Okay. All right. Further.
I was actually thinking the exact same thing, or a guard.
All right. Is there any, who is the
Center or
guard?
guard?
All right. Get an edge rusher. Robert says get an edge rusher. So Will Anderson's the right call. Do you see him possibly going number 1 to the Texans?
I think we're going to have a high pick, though. With our record this year, we're going to be one of the last in the first round.
No, we have the Saints pick.
Oh, that's right. The Saints. My bad. Yeah.
So do you see? I can see Will. Actually, you know what? Sports Wrap. You go, then I'm going to get mine.
I'm going to definitely say edge rusher, but as far as seeing him, the Texans picking him, I don't know. It all depends on what the Texans feel like they need. Do they need an old lineman? They need a quarterback. I mean,
quarterback.
Are you really stuck with going to go with that quarterback still? I don't think so.
Davis Mills? I think he's underrated, honestly. I really think he's underrated. I don't think he's like.
I don't see him as a franchise quarterback.
Okay, I can agree with you on that part. I can agree with you on that. What, Randy? You don't like Davis Mills?
I just don't think he could lead a team to the Super Bowl.
I mean, that's what they're said about Jalen Hurts, and look where he is now.
Hey, 8-0. We could go 8-9.
Yeah, especially I said that after making a video saying Jalen Hurts proved me wrong. So, wow, can't believe I said. I can't believe I
I
made
hope
that.
it jinx us.
So, can you see the Eagles actually trading that pick in like any sort of aspect? Can you see that? Can you see the Eagles actually packaging that for somebody?
Oh, Howie Roseman, I could definitely see him possibly trading it because he's going to think about getting more picks. And for the next year, I could see him doing that if the price is right. Trust me, he will hop back. But I would think he would stay, at least top 10 or maybe just outside like 11, 12. I don't think he would go down to like 15 or nothing.
And Robert says, hell no. So, there you go. When it comes to college, that's Robert's aspect. Like, he knows all about that stuff. So, like, that's up to him. So,
I personally, let's say the Saints, the Saints end up giving us is like somewhere between like 7 and 9. I could see Howie trading out and getting multiple later round picks and using those to potentially package and go and get somebody that we might need that we couldn't re-sign when it comes to re-signing players in the offseason and getting a guy that's available via that way. So there's so many ways it could go. But if, for example, the Saints end up crapping the bed and this is it, and this is all they end up winning is 3 games, and it ends up coming really close, and that pick becomes like a top 3 or top 5 pick, I don't see Howie trading it one bit.
Let's see him. Yeah.
All right. I mean, anything can happen with Howie Roseman. Look at the last 2 off seasons.
Never know what Howie will.
This is crazy. I can't believe
He's the hardest person to predict.
All I can say is the Saints will never trade with us again after what Howie's done.
I doubt that. I think they're still going to trade with us. I mean, it's a freaking New Orleans Saints, bro. It's the New Orleans Saints. Their best player right now is Kamara.
Well, the rumor was
good. I love Kamara.
Rumor was apparently they wanted to trade Kamara, and they said to the Eagles, "Well, we'll give you Kamara if you give us back our first round pick." And the Eagles said they hung up the phone.
What is this, Draft Day? Did you guys ever see that movie?
Yeah, that's actually a good movie. I like that movie.
It's like he got all of his first round picks back. I'm like, bro, is this basically what we're living in right now? And by the way, I called Trevor Lawrence Bo Callahan. So if you guys get that reference, then
all right,
it makes sense. It really does. So, you know what? AJ Brown, is he a top 5 receiver in the NFL right now? Because in the beginning of the year, I had him like around the 10 to 12 mark. So, do you think he moved up after his last couple of games? Randy, I'll start with you.
Just give me a second. Go to somebody else quick.
Okay. Support that.
All right. Top 5. If I'm going to go top 5 this year and not just overall this year.
This year, yes.
You got Tyreek Hill's having another monster year, already over 1,000 yards. You got, let me see, who else is doing their thing this year? Man, I mean, AJ is, but I'm trying to see.
Jefferson's got 867.
Yeah, who was that?
Justin Jefferson's got 867.
867,
Diggs got 857.
Yeah, it's 3 right there.
Kupp got 813.
It was 4, but I would take AJ over Kupp this year. Kupp is just
Waddle's got 812.
And then Tyreek Hill's got like what?
And then AJ Brown's got 718. He's right behind Waddle.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill's got 11. Tyreek's got 1104.
Don't look at that. That's crazy, yo. That is crazy. It's not even close.
No, it's not. Like, it's not the quarterback with Tyreek Hill. It is not. So people can't say that.
It's Tyreek Hill, man.
In the top 10, though, Waddle averages the most at 17.3, but second behind him is AJ Brown at 16.7.
Yeah, they're having more explosive plays. Him and AJ, that's what that is.
Because even Hill only averages 14.5.
Yeah. And Hill does catch a lot of intermediate, or medium routes, pretty much in that medium area. He did a lot of that against Chicago. So
Yeah. Further, what do you have to say about this? AJ Brown top 5?
No,
This
I
year?
don't think. Maybe down the line, he's got a little bit more to go. I really need this continuation of Jalen Hurts to get him TD passes.
Yeah.
That's what really
What
makes
did
a Pro
Brown have?
Bowler.
5?
6.
Brown's got 6. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
And
he's
what
got to
do
get
you
in double digits.
I
Yeah.
gotta see more than 20. by
Yeah.
the end of the- And some of these Pro Bowlers get over 30.
Yeah.
Hill's got 3.
Who?
Tyreek Hill has 3 touchdowns.
3?
Yeah.
What? I never
Yeah.
would have
Yeah,
thought of that.
he's getting the yards, but not the touchdowns.
And Waddle's got 6.
So does
Oh
Cooper
my-
Kupp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cup got 6 as well. Diggs has got 7.
So what do you want? Do you want yards or you want the touchdowns?
Exactly. Because Devontae
Well-
Adams has 658 yards and he has 7 touchdowns. Like, even how
Those are
bad
points.
the Raiders are playing, I didn't even pick those numbers for that
Yeah.
up there.
Those are points.
Even though the one game he had was 2 yards.
Yeah.
He had 2 yards
Yeah.
only. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
amazing. It's amazing. AJ Brown had 6 touchdowns and Jalen Hurts threw 12. He has
Yeah.
exactly half.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Further, you were saying something? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no. I was just agreeing with what y'all were saying. Like, everyone pretty much has pretty much evenly stats. Some have more yards than TDs, and then some have more TDs than yardage.
Mhm.
Right, right. So, is Jalen Hurts clear MVP after what happened with Josh Allen? Further, I'm going to start with you on this one. And by the way, Josh Allen did get injured, I heard. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
UCL.
he's on the route to be MVP. Clearly, he's Jalen freaking Hurts.
You got to watch my video, bro.
I know. I gotta. We need Cool Cat in here real quick, like a snip or something with him yelling
We
that.
need a clip and just like keep it on here all the time.
No, man, he continues like this. He's definitely going to be MVP by the end of the year. Just got to stay healthy and keep him protected. And I think he's just getting really in tune right now. And he hasn't even really, I don't think he's thrown out all his cards. And we haven't seen the last of Jalen Hurts. And he's just begun. He's going to be on a whole nother level by the end of this season.
All right. Sports Rap.
I think he's trending that way. I honestly think he's going to need, just because it's Jalen Hurts and how people try to pick him apart, I think he's really going to need at least about between 30 to 35 touchdowns and maybe closer to 40 if it's more rushing than passing, throwing touchdowns, because everybody will keep gauging on these touchdowns passes, but doing well with that right now. So I think he's going to need a good mix of both, and he'll be able to get it because he just wins a different way, man.
Yeah. So, Randy?
Yeah. Like I agree with Further, and I definitely agree with Tony. But I got a stat I want to throw out to you here. If I told you somebody had 163 completions out of 239, which is a 68.2, 2,042 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, two interceptions, but also ran the ball for 88 attempts for 326 yards and 6 touchdowns, what would you say?
Huh. How many touchdowns again?
4? For what?
Oh.
Rushing or throwing?
Throwing.
12.
By the end of the season, or just currently?
Just currently, who that like?
Oh, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's trending in that way. Definitely, he's just like both parties said, Tony and Further. He's got to stay healthy, and he's just gotta trust the system. Basically, trust the process.
Yeah.
Sixers reference, and just believe in what Steichen and Sirianni are telling him.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
For me, I say it's close between him and Mahomes. And not a lot of people are talking about this guy I'm about to mention. Tyreek Hill. Look what he's doing for Tua Tagovailoa. Sure, he doesn't have enough touchdowns, but look at the yardage. Randy, you said it earlier. Like, he's killing in the yardage. He's doing it great over there in Miami. So, that's, to me, a dark horse for MVP. Tyreek Hill is a dark horse. So, I'll have to go with Patrick Mahomes, 1A, and Julius Randle. What the hell? So Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, or 1A and 1B. Then Tyreek Hill and Josh Allen on the outside looking in because he did get injured. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. I mean,
Man, Mahomes got 21 TD passes already this season. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's going to need more downs for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Cole, I got a word to pick with you. I saw you on a Joey 6 stream. You said Dak Prescott is better than Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Justin Herbert, I think. I forget the last one.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that foolishness.
Are you kidding me?
It's okay. He's forgiven. He was on that Henny.
We've seen that foolishness.
Yeah. So, how do you guys feel about going into the matchup against Left Hands Up? So, Sports Rap, I'll start with you.
You say going up against what now?
The Left Hands Up.
Oh, the left hand up.
That's what they're going to call it. It's their name. I can't.
Oh, Lord.
I'm calling Rio, so I'm going to be like, no, it's not the Commanders. It's Left Hands
Man,
Up.
look, I feel like this. As long as we come ready to play and be ready for some fight back, because when you're a team, it's harder the second time, man, unless they just really throwing it in. It's harder to beat them the second time. So I would expect it not to maybe not start as fast as we want, but I think they eventually take control of the game. I feel like Washington's going to make it a little tough. They're going to play hard. They're going to try their best. They want to be the first to knock us off. But today, I think we prevail. I think we just have too much in the secondary for sure. So if we get up by 2 or more scores, our arch nemesis, that running game, we might be able to fight a little bit against that. But we got to fill gaps better, and we got to be more aggressive and want to tackle. I got footage with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson not coming to make a hit. He's in the box, but he just on his feet doing nothing.
Right.
So I need him to gotta make tackles, bro. And we gotta want to hit those guys.
Yeah. Further, how do you feel about going to this week?
Pretty good, man. I think this we got a little bit of break to rest. It's going to be a home field game. Got the crowd behind us. The Commanders, I'm not worried about anyone on the Commanders except maybe Logan Thomas, and he hasn't done anything all year. So I really don't have any concern. I think we're going to destroy him like we did the first time.
Well,
Our weakness is their offensive line. If we could just get, the pressure on Heineke, then they can't do anything, just like how Carson Wentz couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, it is different with Heineke. So, Randy, how do you feel about going into this game?
Yeah, I think I'm I wish I could get with whatever further smoking because I'm with Tone. I definitely feel like with Heineke behind center, this team definitely plays with a bit more urgency. You saw what they did against the Vikings. I mean, let's be real. I watched that game. I was calling it. Shout out to Tone. We were doing the red zone play-by-play with also NYG Jeffy T, 85, yeah. I believe. It was sick. We were calling the red zone plays simultaneous because it was working out. And I was calling that game. And if it wasn't for some bonehead plays, I mean, let's be real. Heineke did throw up that pass into triple coverage, and if it wasn't for the referee getting in the way, that catch isn't being caught by Curtis Samuel, and they're not going up. So it was pretty close. they held their own against the Vikings, which a lot of people are saying are a lot better than apparently the Eagles, even though we are the one that gave them their fucking L. So I don't understand how that worked out, but okay.
Tell me about
it. But I'm not going to overlook them because they do have a strong front four. Kendall Fuller, their cornerback slash safety, he is sus. He does give up a lot of yards, but when it comes to the red zone, they do lock down. So this is going to be one of those gritty division games. You know, it's going to be one of those ones where it's probably going to be one in the trenches, and it's going to be whoever stays healthy the longest and has the right amount of bodies to survive. So this is where I kind of wish that Howie Roseman would have went out and got himself a big body back. Let's be real, I wish he would have went and got Kareem Hunt, and then we could have used him for those like in between the tackles or in between the lines, runs, and just kind of beat up their insides to the point where all of a sudden now we can gash them with outside RPOs and outside screen passes. But it is what it is. But we just got to be ready for a dogfight because this, like Tone said, we beat them once. It's hard to beat them a second time. So let's go Eagles.
Yep.
So, for me, what worries me the most is it's the lack of tackling. We cannot stop the run at all, and they just got Brian Robinson back. So for me, it's just like if we don't have Jordan Davis, I mean Brian Robinson could have himself a game right there, and that's really going to help Heineke.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just the one game, and we got to stop them. But I feel more than confident about this game. It's just the run defense. So.
Plus McKissick and Gibson, they got the three-headed monster and the running back over there. So, you know, like we got to be worried about that a little.
Yeah. I was just going to say, should we take them lightly? I think we all are going to say no to this.
No.
No.
All right, Thomas, there you go, man. There you go, bro. So, let's talk about predictions really quick. Give me your prediction for this game, Randy.
Man,
I know I'm going the same way. Who knows about this game?
Yeah, shit. Especially after what we saw this weekend. How a lot of games were a lot closer than we expected them to be. I'll see somebody dropping a package off. Dogs barking.
And that's no. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We could win by a field goal or we could win by 10 points. I mean, at this point, it's really hard to tell, especially at this late in the season, especially because it's Taylor Heineke. I believe he's a better quarterback than Carson Wentz. I know a lot of people would say I'm stupid, but I feel like the team rallies around. Yeah, I don't know, man. It could be a 10-point win. It could be a 3-point win.
All right, Sports Rap.
Man, man. I think it's a 10-point game, man. I think it's a 2-possession, 10-point game. And because of the fact of a late touchdown putting us up by 2, it's just a little bit too much for them to come back and get going up against our secondary in the pass rush. So I say we win this game. I still think we score 27 points, but I think it's going to be, like 27, 17, 10-point game, something like that.
All right, further?
I think it's going to be a little closer. I think we're going to get the victory, but I think it's going to be low scoring like the last time we faced them. I'm going to go 24 to 14.
And Cole's still saying that the Commanders are winning. All right. All right. Well, I say you lose to the Texans, bro. If you lose to the Texans, you got no room to talk.
No, they gonna mess around. Aaron Rodgers gonna beat them this week.
Better blow them out.
Aaron Rodgers gonna catch. Why? It's not college. All we need is a win. You get nothing but foul points.
So for me, I feel pretty confident about this game. And we did score over 30 the last 2 games in a row. Do I think we're gonna hit 30? Probably not. So I'm going with 28 to 14. I think it's going to be a double-digit game. I feel like with the defense, if we can stop the run here, that'll be the biggest factor for me. If we stop the run, and we
Gotcha.
should be fine. So the run
Yeah.
game is very, very important with this defense. So,
Okay.
and with that being my X factor, stopping the run, what is your X factor, guys, for this game? Mine is to stop the run. So, further, I'm going to start with you on this.
I'm gonna go with C.J. Gardner Johnson. I think I want to see another big game with him. A key factor moment where he gets an interception and changes the momentum on the offensive side of the Commanders. So that's what I'm looking forward to as my X factor.
All right, Rap. Rap?
Lost Randy.
We
I
lost
think
him,
we're
yeah.
about to lose Rap.
No, I'm here.
Oh, I was asking you what's your X factor.
Oh shucks. I'm thinking you talking to Randy. I don't know what the heck
I
I'm
said
thinking.
Rap. I said Rap, and then Randy bounced.
Yeah, no, no, I'm here.
Okay.
So my X factor is going to be, man, I hate to be sound cliche, but for real, it's that running game. I mean, we have to fill the gaps. They were horrible with that. And then we was in position, but we didn't attack the ball carrier. It was like you trying to slightly put an arm out or just slightly throw a shoulder. So I seen 2 plays of Gardner Johnson not really putting the effort, into tackling, not wanting to tackle. You got to tackle, you know what I'm saying? And you got to fill your holes properly because they run a lot of that 50 front. And it's a lot of times we get stuck where we got just one linebacker in the middle. So now out on the edges, they're running against corners. So, and we're struggling with.
Randy, what's your X
I'm
factor?
gonna have to say the X factor of this game is the run defense. Right now, the Eagles this year we had on 276 attempts, the Eagles have 1,190 rush yards. Against on 188 attempts, we've given up 971 yards. That's a 5.2 yard average and 121.4 yards per game. And we've also given up 6 touchdowns via the run. So I think they have to stop the run. Because if they don't stop the run, that'll open play action, that'll open up the RPOs, that'll open up the screen game, that'll open up the trick plays. And before you know it, the Eagles are going to be looking up at the score, and it's going to be tied going in the 4th. And going to be a lot of Eagle fans pulling some hair out. So we're going to have to stop the run, and then we know we can trust our secondary and they can shut down their offense, but we have to stop the run.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Hey,
agree.
guys, go on.
No, I just said I agree.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, that's just common sense with the run defense. I mean, when Damian Pierce bounced off of Gardner Johnson, I was watching the Phillies game on one TV, and then I look to my left, I see Gardner Johnson be bounced off of. I'm like, so the Phillies are losing, and Gardner Johnson got bounced off of. So I'm like, good day for Philly. So I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
Before I get into this next topic, guys, please hit that like button on whoever channel you're on mine, Philly Sports Raps, Further AMs, and the Hardcore Sports Network. Please
Thank you, everyone.
hit that like. It's really important to help us
Yes.
grow. And it's like the
Definitely.
Hey, Mrs. Bird Gang, how you doing?
What's happening? What's up?
Hey,
What's
Mr.
up?
Gang.
Thanks for popping through.
Yeah. So back to the run game. Is Miles Sanders top 5 running back this year? Because people are telling me that he is, and I'm like, how? Like, people are DMing me, Mitch, do you think Miles Sanders is top 5 running back? I think so. I'm like, wait, what? Huh?
Where'd that come from?
That's exactly my point. I didn't even
That's
respond.
wild take.
Like, I can see that as a hot take, but for me right now, I don't see it.
I can't do that.
Like,
There's
for
no
me,
way
the
I
top
can do it.
two- like, for me, the top 2 right now are Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb. Those are my top 2.
He's top 7 in the league based off of his stats. If you look at the stats, it goes Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Travis Etienne, Damian Pierce, and Miles Sanders.
Okay.
And then
And I think-
ironically, right behind him is Lamar Jackson.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Now,
No, Jalen Hurts, right? Jalen Hurts is
Well,
not even.
Justin Fields is 11.
Well, he had a good game last week. Didn't he rush for like around 100 yards last week?
Yeah.
or something?
yeah.
Jalen Hurts is 42nd.
Oh wow, that
Yeah.
proves.
But yeah,
that
he's been running a lot less this year.
He has not really ran much these last couple games at all.
Yeah,
You know?
Josh Allen's ahead of him.
Yeah.
Oh
Which
wow.
speaks volumes for our offense. That means it's not heavily dependent on his legs.
Yeah,
Exactly. Fact.
it's not. We got Miles Sanders back, and it's really showing.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we got Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell. Boston Scott has been okay. And then whatever happened to Trevor, what's his name?
Troy Sermon.
Troy Sermon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to him? Did he get injured or something?
They're not playing him. He's not active.
Wow.
They've been having him inactive on the games. Yeah.
Wow. Like
Yeah.
we get him in the the off season, like right before, and now he's nowhere to be found. I mean, he did.
But if you want to go based on averages, Miles Sanders has the third best average in the top 10. He averages five yards, but the number one is Nick Chubb, and then it goes Josh Jacobs, and then it goes Miles Sanders.
Yeah, those guys break more tackles.
Yeah.
They break more tackles. But Miles is more explosive this year. I have to credit on that. Definitely more explosive.
And staying healthy.
Yeah, and he's staying healthy. He just got to hit that other gear because when you mention those back names, the only ones I can say he's close to is Travis Etienne and who was the other one that was down there? Pierce. They're all right there, bunched up, if you ask me. And it's like you need that next level, that next gear for it to be up there with the other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here's another one. Najee Harris has been so bad it's sad.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a fact.
They've been bad all year round. Like they've been bad. So
that offensive line is just awful right now.
He's still top 16 running back though. He's still top 16 running back though. He's still got 361 yards on 108 attempts. So they're just not using him enough.
They're not. Line is horrible.
You know what AK said? If I'm mind correct, he said Najee Harris will run the most yardage this year.
Yeah.
And so AK, you need to make a video saying how you were wrong. So I'm not alone on this one. You got to do something here. I mean, I don't see anyone making videos that they're wrong. Okay. No, he didn't. My phone would have been blowing up, Coles.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Can I speak on that there?
Yeah, for sure.
We do not care if you get Odell Beckham. I welcome you to get Odell Beckham. I would love for y'all to, and we still go in there and candy whoop your ass. It's okay. You can have Odell Beckham.
How you doing?
And we still gonna beat you, okay? Because getting Odell Beckham does not do nothing for you this year. He's coming off yet less than a year torn an ACL. He maybe next year. Let's talk next year, okay? But for this year, you're done. We sticking a fork in you. You're not beating us. It's a wrap.
Facts on tone, because I'll piggyback on that shit. Because guess what? Like he said, he's coming off an ACL. It's week 9. He hasn't even got up to game speed yet. He's just gotten the legs strengthened up so he can actually start to put additional pressure on it. So yeah, you guys sign him. Cool. We'll see you next year.
Sports Rap. You know what you should do? You should clip that little rant and make it to a short video. Do whatever you want with it, bro.
Will do. Will do.
You gotta do that. Man. You gotta do that.
I am. I will definitely do that.
So, I mean, I got the pretty much big hot takes, you know, with the Miles Sanders being top 5 running back, Jalen Hurts being the number 1 running back, which is not much of a hot take anymore. It's pretty self-explanatory. So,
Quarterback.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any hot takes of your own that we could discuss that are like, or even any of you heard on social media? Like, let's just hear. You guys have any hot takes?
Man, my thing was
Cool Cat, we already knew that.
My thing was just this whole, and I got it off, but I'm definitely going to do that. Make the short about it. My whole thing with this OBJ and the Cowgirls getting them. Ooh, they not scaring us. We're not pressed about y'all having OBJ. It does nothing for your team. You're still going to suck. Okay. The Cowboys suck. You stink. You always stink. You're going to stay stinking Dallas Cowgirls. That's it.
My hot take is I seen on Twitter people are saying that Jonathan Taylor is a one-hit wonder. Motherfucker, please. That team doesn't have a passing game. You load the box and you stop the run. So what is he supposed to do? Destroy dudes like he's the Hulk? Please. Players are allowed to have bad years because they play on bad teams. Next.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild, man. It's wild.
One-hit wonder. Wow. Hasn't he been in the league for like how many years now?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like what? 3? 4? Gotta be around there. Like, wow. Further, did you hear any hot takes or you have any of your own?
No.
He was a
I just
2020
thinking
pick.
Something like 3 sacks and 2 interceptions.
Whoa, I like it.
I mean, what's good, Ryan? What's good, bro? Thank you for
What up,
being
man? How
here.
you doing?
Much appreciated.
Sup,
Y'all
Ryan?
scared? What are we scared of?
What are we scared
Oh.
of, Cole? I cannot wait.
Oh, are you trying to be boys for life now? They play against us when Najee had an easy catch for a first down, and he started juking and gained 0 yards. Right? Hot take? Hey, AJ, what's up, bro? Make sure you hit them likes, bro. Hit them likes.
And the
Eagles still in the playoffs?
Go ahead.
Oh.
So where the
Go ahead.
Buccaneers at, bro? Where the Buccaneers at?
Oh, he's a Bucks fan?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's
Lord.
got that cheating son of a bitch?
He's a
Oh, okay.
Buccaneers fan, a Magic fan. He's a Florida Gator fan. So,
Cool.
Go.
well, Kings and Vikings are for real this
The
year.
Vikings ain't doing nothing. Nothing, man.
I did say yesterday I could possibly see the Eagles and the Vikings in the NFC Championship game. I did say that.
A repeat of how we went to the Super Bowl last time?
Could somebody remind me how good the Vikings playoff history has gone once Stephon Diggs left?
No, the win is a win. Bro, you sound like an Astros fan.
Look at Cole's. Cole's is terrible. Cole's is terrible. Cole.
He's just
All right.
copying off of Boys for Life.
All
I
right.
gotta act like Colton. What are you smoking, bro?
It ain't.
Anybody that is their coach lying around? If you guys don't know, he's a Saints fan. He's just a Saints fan. So let's try to keep it easy. Let's try, not to get them mad. It's a new era for the Vikings. They're playing well, but they can't do it in prime time with Kirk Cousins. So
They can't. They cannot.
Last time I remember, the playoffs are played in primetime.
So wait, the Eagles should not beat an incredible team. So what team are you when we beat you in a couple weeks? Can someone please tell me that? Like, bro,
What?
Randy, are you going to the Super Bowl? J-Ro wants to know. Are
Probably
we
not.
going to the Super Bowl? My bad, I read it wrong.
Like the team Eagles.
Yeah.
It's still early to tell, man. I mean, like I said before, I think we're an injury or two away from this team being, plummeting or whatever. So I mean, I'm one of the most optimistic people on this panel. I'm not gonna sit here and pump your tires and say, "Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl, bud. We're gonna win." No, it's too early for me to tell. So I can't really say.
The Vikings are credible. I mean, they did get Hawkinson, which is like that called me off of guard. That called me off.
Let's be real. Everybody's talking about the Vikings, and then it's like, what team has the Eagles beat? That's the team we beat.
I disagree. A win is a win, good or bad. Thank you, Rob. We
Let us
all
know,
ran
Star
out of
fans
our
of the Eagles.
Cole is just on something today, man. I don't know
And then,
what's
no,
wrong.
that was Juice who said that. But Cool Cat Connor said Jalen Hurts is the Saints' daddy. We're going to the. Oh my God, you're. Oh God, Juice. Oh,
Watch they
no.
lose. Watch the Cowgirls lose to Green Bay this week. Watch.
Right? The Saints gonna win. We own the Saints. Bro, I love this, man. I love this. Just keep on hitting the likes, man, and we'll just keep this up. So we'll keep this up. But we're gonna go into Phillies right now because there is a couple things I have to say. First
Okay.
off, thank you for the Philadelphia Phillies for a miraculously great year. I did not see them going this far, but who knew firing their Joe Girardi and then going to the Super Bowl? Can I have it for the Sixers? I'm just wondering. Can I have it for us? But seriously, bro, when it comes to the Phillies, I did not expect this at all. This team gave me memories I will never forget. So, what do you guys have to say about this Phillies season? And Randy, I know you're a Blue Jays fan, so outside looking in, how do you feel about this for the Phillies?
Listen, man. Rob Thompson was inducted to the Canadian hockey or the Canadian baseball Hall of Fame. Before you guys actually made him a manager of the team because of the stuff he's done around this area. So once you guys named him manager, it rang bells around here and it rang all the way straight through from West Coast to East Coast in Canada. So I'm just happy you guys got a credible manager. He did make some kind of what are you doing kind of moments during the playoffs, but again, it's in the heat of the moment. He kind of trusted his gut and he went with it. But I got to say, you guys beat the defending champs. You guys, I mean, I don't know how you guys beat the Cardinals, but I mean, then, like I said, then you beat the champs and then you went and smacked the Padres like they didn't belong. So I got to give you credit where credit's due. So
It's just like, I could not believe it. You guys heard me in the past live streams. I was like, guys, it's reverse psychology. It's not going to happen. And when it could only work for so far. And then we're here. So, Sports Rep, how do you feel about this Phillies miracle run?
They made me have to shut my mouth, man, because that's all they was going to do was falter. Like I said, all right, they getting hot right now. They going to fall just a hair short. And I was like, all right, they actually in. Okay, they going out of here the first round. They not really for real. Then all of a sudden they went past the first round. All right, well, there's no way they're going to beat. I was like, there's no way they're going to beat them. They're not going to beat the Braves. It's not happening. There's no way, right?
Yeah. Right.
After that, I was like, oh, all bets is off. Let's go for it, baby. Let's go for it. Y'all have proven me wrong. So shout out to the Phillies for making me have to eat my words. Hey, I'm a man. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm going to state what I feel at the time. It's my right, my opinion. That's why I do this. And if I'm wrong, don't prove me wrong.
Hey,
So,
Jalen Hurts proved me wrong, and I had to make a video on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Yeah, and I really encourage you guys to go check out that video. I really put a lot of work into it. I recorded it yesterday, spent all day editing it today.
Okay.
So I really encourage you guys to check out that video. So further, how do you feel about the Phillies, man?
I thought it was exceptionally well how we got all the way to the World Series pretty easily. And they really did a great job. The Astros were the better team, even though they were known for cheating and previously they were better. They got it done. I'm just excited that we got to go to the World Series. Say it was the 6th loss, but the 8th appearance total. And hopefully maybe next year we'll get back and win it all.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you guys, can we run it back? Do you think that
Absolutely. Anything's possible in baseball. The Phillies showed it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that. They need to fix their bullpen. That's a 1. 2.
Something's up with the pitching. Something about between the 5th and the 7th inning when we like get our pitcher out too early when things start messing up or slipping, and then we put in our backup pitcher, and then everything just goes to shit.
Sure, I saw that.
Sorry for the.
No, it's funny. He says Dallas Saints, LOL, can you smell the fear? So, yeah, further, you were saying?
No, I'm finished. That's what I was gonna say.
All right. So for me,
Fix that
another
bullpen.
thing. Yep, he's going to be
Okay.
live for the free agency period on Thursday. So it's going to be him, Mets Talk with Hayden, Blake. I think Jeff is going to be on it. And whoever wants to be on it is going to be on the
I want
network
to.
as well. Randy, all right, go for it. I think it's at 5 o'clock, right? Oh, my God, I can't speak. Right, Rob? 5 o'clock Eastern, right? So for me, can the Phillies get the runners home in scoring position? I think that was the biggest break for me.
Yeah, we was right there.
I can't count how many times that. Okay, yeah, it's at 5 o'clock, Randy. So
Yeah.
5 o'clock my time.
We was right
So,
there.
I can't count how many times that the Philadelphia Phillies were in scoring position. Rob, I know you're the baseball guy here. Am I crazy? I don't think we can run it back. Rob, please tell me, am I wrong? Am I crazy? Do I have to make another video being I'm wrong? So, because that was hard to record, bro. That was so hard to freaking record, but I did it. So, Randy, do you think the Phillies could do it or not?
You need to shore up that bullpen. I think at some point Castellanos needs to be a person that potentially needs to be gone. I mean, like, other than like the first couple of rounds, he really hasn't really done much for you guys other than defensively. Maybe you guys do something via shortstop. If you don't, and you believe in Stout or Scott or whatever his name is, then
Yes.
so be it. But yeah, man, it's pretty hard to run it back, especially when like now teams know and stuff. But like, if you can improve in the free agency, absolutely.
All right. So, Rob, thank you for popping in, man. I know you're at work, bro, but you're the
Hey, you got
baseball
shit to
guy
do.
here between me and you. I'm the basketball, you're the baseball. So, can the Phillies run it back?
I think we can. I do think, like I said, and like Randy said, I think we can definitely improve in some areas. It's not like a huge retool. When I looked at the Phillies roster construction, I think we can definitely run it back. I think we can definitely push for the division, that's for sure, and get some. I think we can be, and I think we can beat good teams. You know, like I said, Padres are a good team, very scrappy. They just ran out of gas. The Braves, with that layoff, it really affected them offensively.
So, wait, hold on. So, teams never repeat in baseball. The last time it happened was 1977.
Huh.
Is that
I would disagree with that
okay?
because I remember
Go for it.
because this is the way that I say it. The one time I saw that repeat was the New York Yankees in the late '90s. So I've seen it. So it's like say between '98 and '99, and definitely 2000 is the last time we've seen a team actually repeat. Because repeat, like, yeah. So that I would disagree with to an extent.
Okay.
Because I'm not saying it's not like out of the possibility, but it's hard to, like I said, it's hard to be a repeat champion. We've seen it in like the '90s. We've seen it in different time periods. So it's not. I won't say it's wrong, but it's just like you have to take into consideration there are other good teams out there. But like I said, I do think we can definitely run it back. Like I said, I've actually had I do have. Thank God I do have my notes actually. I was keeping an eye on a lot of free agents. That's for sure.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, I'm excited for your show. I'm excited for it, bro. I'm not into like baseball, but I'm trying to learn, so maybe I'll pop on. It's just like my buddy,
All right, what you been?
my friend
I tell people this
Tyler.
too. What
Go for it, Rob.
I'll say this too, Mitch. I've been around the game for over a decade in my life. Both I've played the game over 10 years, so I have actually know the ins and outs of the game itself and how they and think about it. It takes and at times, yes, it does get boring, but it's good to study and actually watch like where Because right now I'm actually thinking about doing some I'm gonna say let's say some like college tape for like college baseball players for the upcoming MLB draft
Okay.
and just kind of and kind of break that down and see who can go number one overall and so forth. So now Judge, that's gonna be like I said.
I was gonna ask you
Well,
that. Where do you guys think Judge will go? But
I
Robert,
think and me and Jeff talked about this too yesterday. Long term, like if you want to give him, long term, yes. But the problem is, and Jeff said it best too. Like, would you ever lock up a guy that long term that has not done anything in the postseason? Now, granted, he is from the Bay Area, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants or the Dodgers would make a push for him because knowing that the Yankees and Hal Steinbrenner in that front office, they ain't doing nothing for them. I mean, I had Nate on, and he shared his sentiment.
right.
I think he walks to either San Francisco or the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Ooh.
I can definitely 100%. I would say, I think it's more of the Dodgers. I think Dodgers can spend shit ton more money. Not to mention they're going to have a lot of money coming off the books with Justin Turner going to be a free agent. Trey Turner might be going. Who knows? Like I said, we'll see on Thursday.
What was it?
And does Soto even sign with the Padres?
That's a very good point. That's the most important. Yeah, that's a very like I said. We'll see what happens on Thursday, 5:00 Eastern time. Because if Judge leaves, man, the baseball world is going to be turned upside down.
Hey, shout out to Eric,
Rob, I
man.
want to join that. Rob, I want to be on that with you guys.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. And shout out to Eric,
absolutely.
man. Shout out to Eric. He's a Dodgers fan. So, oh my God, if they get Aaron Judge, Eric will never let us hear the end of it.
Yeah, well, Eric also got Devontae Adams, and look what happened.
Yeah, I don't see Judge leaving the Yankees, or I could see him going to the Giants. So the Giants are like number one.
I mean, the Giants, I could definitely see because he did come out and say yes, he did root for the Giants growing up. But if you really look about it, if the Yankees don't want to sign him, I think the Dodgers is the second best option to sign him into a long term, probably somewhere in the $300 to $400 million range. Because I think probably even more, slightly over $400 million if you really think about it, the kind of season that he's had. So I mean, he's already raised up his market value. So I mean. Well, like I said, we'll see what's going on. For those who are Pirates and Orioles fans, good luck, because you ain't got no goddamn money.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
All right. Yeah, Sports Rep?
Yeah, Rob, I got to get ready to run, fellas. But look, man, I would say this, bro. If he go to the Giants, he might break his own record in that stadium.
Right?
Yeah.
You know how it's designed and built. He might break his own record over there if he goes to the Giants.
If that happens,
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, yeah, if I were him, I would try to think of a stadium that I can hit home runs out of. Like the most.
Yeah.
Home J-Rod.
Yep.
Can make it to the playoffs. Yep.
Yeah. But I appreciate y'all,
That's
man.
for the
Yep. Appreciate your Sports Rep. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to Sports Rap. His channel is blowing up right now. It's on the rise. So please, you're going to want to be there for the rise. So hit that like, hit that sub. His link is in the description. So please go subscribe to Philly Sports Rap, man.
Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good one. I'll be on it. I'll be up here again this week.
Thank you for joining us, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
All right.
I mean, Rob, you and I talked about this yesterday, or was it yesterday? I think it was on your show. And
I think
the
so.
odds of the World Series, of the Phillies going to the World Series, was slim to none. And now,
Yeah.
because I think I told you that Positive Philly said that we were going to win the World Series. So
I
I
can see
think,
that happening.
yeah. Hey, we were like,
Because
man,
if you look at the
yeah, Rob, you were like, man.
I'll say this too.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And if you looked at the roster construction, the fact that we made it to the World Series was great, but winning it, that was high. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but knowing that we ran into a really good team, the Houston Astros, like, yeah, we're not seeing it till, well, yeah, let's say a few years or so. It shouldn't be that long. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, the Astros bullpen had like what, an 0.77 ERA.
Yeah.
It's probably somewhere in the low ones since the Phillies actually kind of got some runs off of them on their better arms.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I even talked about the Blue Jays too. Like I've nitpicked the Blue Jays a little bit, Randy. So yeah, so I've seen some holes with the Blue Jays. I mean, your back end of the bullpen has been
we're fucking horrible.
Atrocious.
Horrible. We're dog shit looks better than our back end.
Right.
I mean, Jordan Romano is. Let's be real. I think
No,
he's your best.
no. At best, he's like an eighth inning guy on anybody else's team. I don't really like that guy.
Man, it's been a while since you guys had like a true closer.
Yeah.
God, I'm trying to. Nobody comes to mind though. I mean,
Ken Giles was the guy we got. We had Roberto Osuna for a while there when we went on that little run. Yeah, nobody with a big name.
Yeah, I mean, you guys went through so many different players over the years. I mean, Gavin Biggio ain't shit for some reason. Just took a huge step back.
Oh
you know what I mean, you have a 3 generational talents in Guerrero Jr., Bichette, and Biggio. For some reason, just a huge step back. I thought, Guerrero had a really good season. I thought Bichette had a good season. I think Chapman's washed. I really hate to say it. I think Chapman's not the same as he used to be. Yes, I know he's getting off the early. It's just like,
and we have Lourdes Guerrero, and we have Yuli's brother.
Yeah, and and I've seen Blue Jays. I mean, I've seen some other Blue Jays content creators kind of talk about what could you like Teoscar's trade value, but I mean, I'm thinking myself that's very, very interesting to think about. And Pirates fans, y'all ain't deserve shit because I mean, first of all, a guy like O'Neal Cruz, Pirates, good lord. The only time where they were good was back in 2013. We still had MVP Prime McCutcheon. We still had Russell Martin. Can't think of another fucking name. I mean, we still had Garrett Cole, but was actually really still pretty good with the Pirates, shockingly. But that's besides the point. But and the fact that Pirates, and I looked at, but yeah.
All right, guys. So we're closing in on an hour. So I really appreciate everyone for being in the show, in the chat. We had a lot of people at one point, talking shit between the Cowboys and Eagles. It was funny as hell. It was great. The Saints too with Juice, so that was funny. So, Rob, thank you for popping
the
in.
traffic too.
Yeah, thank you for popping in, bro.
Not a problem.
All right, guys. So, Further and Randy, do you guys have anything to say? And Rob, before we head out, do you guys have anything to say? And
No,
I got
really,
one thing,
but I'm excited to see.
Hey, I didn't play the video, but I can say it, and I can show it.
But one thing is too is just like I'm excited to see what the MLB free agency. So that's some hot by because shit, we're gonna have a lot of people on. And,
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people there. All right.
We're almost at 830 subscribers on my channel.
Nice.
There you go. So we got Further and Randy. You guys got anything to say before we close out of here?
No, you just find me at Further AM on YouTube, and maybe check out my YouTube. I'm live over there too as well. And thank you for having me and everyone else here and in the chat. Thank you, everyone.
No, man, I just wanted to say thanks to Mitch, thanks to Further, thanks to Tony, and thanks to Rob for popping on. And I'll be on with Rob while we go over the MLB free agency. It's gonna be fun. It's a lot of players potentially gonna be going different places potentially. So we got a lot of stuff to cover. So be on the lookout.
And really quick, Randy, we gotta get your channel on the StreamYard, bro.
Yes. I'm on my phone right now, but we gotta do that sometime either tomorrow or later tonight.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure
Alright.
something out.
It'll be
We'll
easy.
definitely get it done.
Okay.
We'll definitely get it done.
If
All
you
right,
want, I
guys.
could do it for you even.
How?
I just copy his URL and paste it into the thing. It's easy.
Oh. Do
Yeah.
that then.
You
Hell.
can do that.
I mean, yeah, just do that shit. We'll do that after.
Yeah, no problem.
Pittsburgh Pirates new names to be the Pittsburgh Dumbasses.
The entire. I'll say this too. The only team that has disappointing sports is Pittsburgh, or I call it Shitsburg.
Yeah. Yeah. I did hear you call it that before.
I mean,
It's bad. It's not bad.
Well, shout out Pittsburgh.
The one team I can't stand over there, and that's the Penguins. That's the one team I can't stand.
Oh wait, never mind, dude. You're
Well,
gonna
that's the
have
only
to do it yourself, Randy. It wants you to log in through your Google account.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But anyway, guys, we'll catch you all later. And yeah, have yourself a great. I need to find a video that I want to play.
Fly your fly!
I'm
Go
not
Birds.
playing that one, Randy. Oh, I can play it now. He left. Wait, where'd he go? All right, guys, we'll catch you all later. And left hands up.
Those haters can't